Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Well, Donald Trump is up 5 points, at least, in Florida. Sorry, that's not going to turn into a battleground state. Puerto Rico, some famous Puerto Rican rappers, I never heard of them, but they're pretty famous, came out and called President Trump, endorsed him, and said that this is big for TikTok, stuff like that, was the best president ever. Not a bad endorsement. Maduro's plane, this is the Venezuelan corrupt president, his plane was seized by United States authorities and the Dominican Republic. Wonder how he got home. New York City parade shooting. Can't make it up. There was an ethnic parade in New York City. There was a shooting. I think at least 5 people were shot. The biggest news of the day is Hamas. Hamas announced, remember what I told you, the reason why there's really not going to be a deal? Because they don't have hostages to release. They announced 6 hostages are dead. They named them. They even said they're going to release their final words. I mean, I'm telling you right now, all this talk about hostage release to get the ceasefire, folks, these hostages aren't alive. They're dead. 6 of them announced dead. Kamala, she went to Detroit to talk to union workers, and you can't make it up. She tried to talk more thuggy. She changed her accent to be more Black Hood. I mean, it's hysterical, and it's really insulting. If I was there, I'd be like, what the hell's wrong with her? Pandering to us like this. Mike Lynch was one of these rich guys that died on that yacht off the coast of Sicily when it had some kind of tornado hit it. Well, people don't realize this. He had gotten off hook on a criminal trial in California, but he was still on the hook for billions, $4 billion, in England. And they say they're still going after his estate. What would you expect from a big corporation? But maybe he cheated them. Joe Biden says he wants to give all federal workers raises beginning in 2025. You see how they do it? You talk about election interference. You talk about stealing an election. They use our taxpayers to make sure those federal workers get out and vote. It's unbelievable. Gender gap. More and more men, including young men, are voting for Trump. Women, they want to vote for Kamala. They don't care if she's a dingbat. She's a woman. As long as she's a woman, that's good enough for them. Let them finish off the country. Say, whoops, that didn't work out. Yeah, but at least you got your woman. Macy's, they're going to shut down about 50 more stores. Not looking good there. A famous gymnast was shot and killed. Sad, sad story. Kara Welsh from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Shot and killed. Too young, too sad. Matthew Gaudreau, this was a hockey player. He and his brother died on the eve of his sister's wedding. Come to find out, he was also expecting a baby. His wife was. Sad story. Drunk drivers. Joe Biden has had 17 days of vacation. Kamala Harris, by the way, has had 44 days without a press conference. What is our president doing vacationing day after day after day after day? Goldman Sachs is going to lay off about 1,500 folks. Investment bankers laying off people, that means deals aren't happening. And the Democrats wouldn't even bring the reparations vote to a vote in the California legislature, and it's freaked out all those reparation folks. They want their money, and they want it now. Tim Walz ducked the issue about the hostage killing in Gaza. He just walked away, didn't even try to respond to it. Senior citizens are more and more concerned about their Social Security, more and more concerned about their future, and more turning to Trump. Aurora, Colorado mayor says he's not scared of that Venezuelan gang and he'll clean it up, no matter what the Colorado governor says. Tucker Carlson's going out on a 14-day tour with Tucker and friends to spread the good word. Starlink got banned from Brazil. Well, guess what? Elon Musk is not taking it. He's going after the judge and the ruling. Donald Trump says that he will vote no on the fourth, it's Amendment 4 on the Florida, which makes abortion stricter and stricter because he believes in the exceptions. Elon Musk can now successfully go after Media Matters. He won the first round. Go get him, Elon. Donald Trump campaigned in Pennsylvania over the weekend. He's doing really, really well. And there was a shooting in Wyoming. Miguel Fretz shot 2 women and a 7-year-old boy to boot. And gangs are now infiltrating and going in to New Jersey suburbs. Just keep waiting for it happen for some gangs to set up here in Kenton, Boone, Campbell County. You watch, it'll happen. Do not be a reeky, harpy pignut. be an oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. The AFL-CIO in Cincinnati always held a big old Labor Day parade in Coney Island. Coney Island's not there anymore, so they had it at Great American Ballpark. Ballot drop-off issues pretty big. The Democrats are claiming this is taking away democracy. It blows me away. Anything that stops the Democrats from cheating, they consider taking democracy away. Boater fell in a river during the fireworks. They're still looking for him. Fireworks were a big deal on Sunday night. I hope you enjoyed it. St. Cecilia Festival was also this weekend. They lucked out with some great weather. And don't forget, Freedom Fest is 2 weekends from now. Mark your calendar, come out and have a good time. And what would downtown be without a shooting? There was a shooting at the Banks over the weekend. What would you expect? And then there was some more creepiness. Somebody was busted shooting videos of women changing clothes in Kohl's Alex Healer 36. Bizarre. And this woman here, can't make it up, stole something in Evansville. I think it was a car. And you know why? She said Kanye West told her to do it. And this porch pooper, this guy is going around Louisville taking dumps on porches. I think they've identified him. They got to catch the porch pooper. And this woman here ought to be given the death penalty. Why? Starving 2 of her children to death. Sad, sad, sad. Mubia, they're expanding 24 million, 100 more jobs. I tell you what now, if you need a job, contact Mubia. They pay good. And Kroger's been busted with price gouging. They admitted in text messages with their CEOs. See, here's what happened. Inflation's real, folks. And then you know what they did? They added on. And Vintage, a Race Sports Bars lounge, is opening up in downtown Cincinnati. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello, Jamie Spindley here with Eric Deters World News, the latest world headlines. At least 129 people have died following a chaotic attempted jailbreak in the capital of the Dominican Republic of Congo. The tragedy, largely due to a stampede, also involved warning shots from authorities, resulting in 24 inmates being shot. Additionally, a fire broke out in the prison's administrative areas, worsening the situation. A total of 59 individuals were injured during the incident. In Yokohama, Japan, a 17-year-old girl's suicide led to the death of a pedestrian. The teenager jumped from a building in a busy shopping area, tragically hitting a 32-year-old woman below. Both were quickly taken to the hospital, where they both died. In other news, a 71-year-old Frenchman, Dominique P., is on trial for drugging and repeatedly raping his wife over several years. He also arranged for numerous men to assault her without her knowledge, as she was heavily sedated. Unbelievable. The case has shocked France due to the sheer scale and duration of the abuse. And the Netherlands has introduced a nationwide ban on mobile phones, smartwatches and tablets in primary and secondary schools. The government stated that these devices hinder academic performances and social interaction amongst the students, prompting the ban. That's all I have for today. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, the Reds sucked this weekend, but they did pull out a win against the Astros yesterday and one win against the Milwaukee Brewers. Tyler Reddick, it gave Michael Jordan something he couldn't do with the NBA ownership of the Charlotte Hornets. His racing team won. Good for him. College football. Boy, it started and it was wild. Alabama's going to be good. Georgia beat Clemson. They're going to be good. All the top teams look really, really good. Unless you're FSU. They've already lost 2 times. And the NFL starts Thursday. I think it's the Steelers and the Ravens I think it's the Chiefs and the Ravens. I think. Bengals play 1 o'clock on Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys play the Cleveland Browns, 4:30 on Sunday. High school football, lots of good football. Hope you checked out all the scores. We're going to start giving you the scores every Monday. Ruler of the Jungle, for the Bengals opening day is going to be Dan Hurley, the University of Connecticut men's basketball team. Arch Manning, he played a little bit for University of Texas and played well. Nick Saban had a funny comment for Johnny Manziel, the guest picker for Texas A&M and Notre Dame, a game that Notre Dame would win. He said, "It's great to see you, not in pads." Manziel upset Alabama once in a big way. Brian Kelly went off nuts about LSU's loss, said his quarterback got outplayed. Brian Kelly's hot-tempered and losing to USC out the gate did not sit well with him. And guess what? Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever, they are over 500, an incredible resurrection of their season, and she had her best game ever. And Angel Reese set a record for rebounds in a season for WNBA. And Scottie Scheffler is just destroying the FedEx Cup title, $25 million bonus. He just keeps crushing it. And Clemson, you ready for this? A former NFL player said, Clemson recruits too many white dudes. That's why they suck. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, Joey Chestnut ate about 83 hot dogs. The guy that came in second place ate about 60-something. New world record. How the hell does anyone eat 83 hot dogs over 48 hours? Much less in a speed competition. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce apparently spent $17 million on the end of a summer party, whatever. You know what? This is just me. Okay, now, my guess is that fueled the economy. A lot of people got money from that. So I get it. I'm a capitalist. But when you think about it, the idea and concept of spending that kind of money for a party is insane. When you think about all the other things, it's their money, though. They're allowed to do what they want. I'm not a communist. I'm not a Marxist. But, man, I wish more of these people would, think about what they look like when they do this crazy stuff. Heidi Klum, 51, celebrated Tom Collins, her boyfriend's 35th birthday party. How lucky is that dude? And you ready for this? The Venice Film Festival. The big movie was Pitt and Clooney, Wolves. And they apparently acted like waiters. You know, these two kind of creep me out when they're together, to be very candid with you. All right, and there's some woman who's wrote a vulva book going around taking pictures of women's vulva to make it look like they could be comfortable with their vulva. How disgusting is that? Ugh. Adele says you're not going to hear from her for a while because she's going to stop singing for a while. And Bill Maher, speaking of Kamala Harris, says, now you know why kids get their news from TikTok. And Dogcoin. It's not going to be Elon Musk's fault that he manipulated Dogcoin. He says he didn't, and the courts have said he did not. So Elon Musk had a lot of legal victories lately. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.